And you know what? All of us are quick to say what the patch have done for us, and yes, it's absolutely fantastic. But I think sometimes we do tend to forget where we come from. And yes, it's great now, but it wasn't always great. So from my side, I would like to talk from where I come from. I think before the patch, I actually think we can do a whole testimony just with Sharlene and all her issues that she had, because I had so many of them. I had bad depression, I had bad anxiety. I actually tried to commit suicide as well because of depression, and I'm sorry that I'm getting very emotional. I also was bipolar as well, and for me it was very, very difficult. And besides all of that, I then actually had a fender bender. And I call it a fender bender, but I think if you guys saw the accident, you guys would actually laugh with me, because it wasn't a fender bender, it was actually a horrific car accident. And God said, you know what, your time is not done yet. I'm not done with you yet. And God saved me. Sorry. For me, it was a case of I almost didn't make it. And besides the fact that I walked out of the car accident, I didn't have a scar on me, nothing was wrong with me. About 6 weeks afterwards, the doctors actually diagnosed me with epilepsy. And for somebody that's never had epilepsy, I was a very strong, independent woman. Chris was talking about the brain fog. My day-to-day job that I've been doing for over 20 years, I forgot to do. I couldn't do the basics anymore. A strong, independent woman, everything got taken away from me. Sorry. My husband and my kids actually had to take over and help me in so many ways that I couldn't even recall. And I had epileptic fits, epileptic seizures, more depression, more anxiety, to a stage where my anxiety was so bad, I couldn't even go to malls with my kids. We've got 4 youngsters. I couldn't go into a shop. I couldn't breathe. Nothing. I was paralyzed with fear. And you know what? I saw somebody's post and I was a very skeptical person. I was on schedule 5 painkillers 6 times a day. Thank you so much. I was on schedule 5 painkillers 6 times a day. I actually heard Warren's testimony, and he actually, what was he on morphine? I actually didn't know you could get morphine. I wish I knew that long before the time. But you know what? I actually saw a post and I was very nervous and very skeptical, and I was like, there's no way this thing is going to work. And you know how skeptic we can be as humans, that we can't believe in a small little patch that can change the world. But we actually believed in painkillers that's even smaller. And even though I was on painkillers and my Epilen twice a day, I think it was 600 milligrams, it was very, very strong, I still had epileptical seizures. I still had depression, I still had anxiety, I still had pain. But you know what, that's what we have to do, right? That's what the doctors tell us. You need to be on this medication. And I saw a post and I was like, you know what, the worst I can do is I can just try, right? I can try. And my husband said, you know what, I know the presentation say 3 months, but like Chris said as well, we're very cheapskate. We don't have money, we've got 4 kids, they eat a lot. So my husband said, you know what, let's just try for 1 month, let's see what it does. I was not a one-page wonder like Warren. I wish I was, but I wasn't. By day 2, I'm like, guys, this thing is not going to work. And by day 5, the same as Chris, I had my aha moment. Sorry. I was able to put down all my pain medication, 1 shot. Okay, not 1 pain medication. I took no schedule 5 drugs, all of it was just gone. Only afterwards I realized, even though I was still on my epileptic medicine, I still had seizures. Okay, by day 5, I didn't have 1 seizure. Not 1, not even my medication could take that away. Not my medication could take away my anxiety, it couldn't take away my epilepsy, it could not take away anything. But 5 days on this wonderful patch, and I was seizure-free, and I was pain-free. Guys, if I tell you it's a miracle, it really, really is. I've been patching since June last year, and I have not had 1 epileptic seizure. Oh. So,